Hello viewers, today we shall be talking about lanthanides. Lanthanides have been arranged separately in the periodic table. These are found largely in the nature, but they have been earlier mentioned as the rare earth. They are present in the form of the monazites and mainly, and they are getting extracted out of monazite sand by different processes. In today's lecture plan, we shall be talking about the electronic structure of the lanthanide. Then the oxidation states of the lanthanide will be discussed. The ionic radii of the lanthanide, how the ionic radii is going to vary, which causes the lanthanide contraction will be presented. The lanthanide contraction is going to affect the properties of the compounds, and the formation of the complex will be discussed. At the end, the occurrence of the lanthanides in nature will be presented. The lanthanides are the elements in which additional electron enters in n minus 2 f orbital, that is the anti-penultimate cell, and these compounds are called the inner transition element. Since the extra electron goes to the f orbital, which belongs to the n minus 2th main cell in their elementary or ionic state, and this is the reason why it has been called as f block element. In lanthanides, 4 f subcell is being successively filled up. The lanthanides were originally called rare earth elements. The word earth was used because they occurred as oxide, and oxide is the ancient name of earth. The rare part refers to the idea that these elements are hidden in the mineral, not that the elements themselves are so rare. Potentially, their sources are unlimited in nature. The lanthanum having the atomic number 57 and the next 14 elements, that is having the atomic number range 58 to 71, which follows the lanthanum, is called the lanthanide or the lanthanons. The term lanthanide was initially presented by Victor Goldschmidt in 1925. Since the number of electrons in the outermost as well as the penultimate cell remains same, thus all the 14 lanthanide element resembles one another very closely. Since they closely resemble one another and form a distinct group with the lanthanum as a prototype, this is the reason why it is called lanthanide. It starts from cerium, promethium, neodymium, praseodymium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium and lutetium. The atomic number is going to range from 58 and ends at 71. It is the general configuration for the lanthanide series having 4 f 0 or 2 to 14, it is the range, and then 5th d is occupied with 0 or 1 electron and 6 s is completely filled, the outermost. All the 15 elements have similar physical and the chemical characteristics, that is they are being assembled as the lanthanides. Since the 4 f electrons in which alone they differ are embedded in the interior, while 5th d and 6th s electrons which are alike are exposed more to the surroundings. The cerium is having the configuration, if you start from the xenon, it is having the 4 f 2 5 d 0 6 s 2 type of configuration, and the 1 is getting added subsequently in the f cell. This is the structure for the promethium, that is having 4 f 3, then 4 f 4 for neodymium. Gadolinium is having 4 f 7 5 d 1, it is having the half filled f orbital, and that is why in order to achieve the stability, it is providing 1 electron to the d orbital and having restriction to remain at 7. This is the presentation for the shape of the f orbital, particularly f x y z, f y z square, f x z square, and these are the structures of different f orbitals. This 7 orbitals has been presented here. The +3 oxidation state of the lanthanides is most stable. This is the complete structure of all the lanthanides. The electronic configuration of lanthanum in the +3 oxidation state has been given here. Why the lanthanides The answer is because of its broad scientific and industrial application. It is used as catalyst in the production of petroleum. They are often used in laser, magnet, motion picture projector, X-ray screens. Some of the lanthanides are combined with iron to create flint for cigarette lighters. Flint means it is going to create a spark before ignition of the flame in the lighter. Let us discuss the common properties of the lanthanide. All the lanthanides are metallic. They have silvery white color. It is having good shining like a metal, but this shining property of the lanthanide tarnish easily when it is exposed to air. It is highly reactive with most of the non-metals. It burns very easily. It is relatively soft metal which can be easily cut with a knife. It is the same behavior what you might be knowing about the sodium and potassium, which are very soft and can be easily cut with a knife. They have a high melting point and boiling point value. So, at all the lanthanides are having the common property of the metal. Their silvery white color, shining, getting tarnished, highly reactive, burning easily, relatively soft, and are having high melting and boiling point are the common properties which makes the group of the lanthanide for the 14 element. They are used for making sunglass lenses because they deflect ultraviolet and infrared radiation. They are used in the scientific material that need phosphorus. The radioisotopes of lanthanum 138, samarium 147, lutetium 176 are used to date the mineral and rocks from earth, moon and meteorites. Let us discuss the electronic configuration of the lanthanide. Lanthanide is having the configuration 4F0, which is ranging from 2 to 14, 5D 0 or 1 and 6S is completely filled. Barium has completely filled 6s orbital with configuration as barium 56 is having the configuration of xenon appended with 6s2, the completely filled s orbital. If you come for the lanthanum, at lanthanum 5th d orbital is singly occupied as 5d1 6s2 configuration appended with the configuration of xenon. Afterward to that of the lanthanum, further filling of 5d orbital is discontinued. The electron prefer to enter in the f orbital. Due to increase in the nuclear charge by 1 unit from lanthanum to cerium, the 4f orbital falls slightly below the 5th d level. Thus, 4f orbital begin to fill and get completely filled at lutetium 71 before filling of 5d orbital is getting resumed. The additional electron enters the 4f orbital without altering the electrons in outermost 6s orbital, and this tendency of the 5th d will be appearing when the electrons are half filled in 4f or it is getting completely filled in 4f. The filling of 4f electron is not regular, as in gadolinium 64 electron does not enter in 4f orbital, but it goes into 5th d orbital. And this behavior of gadolinium can be understood because of the fact that almost same energy level of 4f and 5th d level of gadolinium is available. Further, the tendency of gadolinium to retain the configuration with half filled 4f orbital to get more stability. You might be knowing that the half filled orbital and completely filled orbital is having the better stability, and gadolinium is having 7 electrons in the 4f orbital, and in order to preserve and protect its stability, it has tendency to promote the electron in the d orbital. This is the structure of the gadolinium. The electron has been provided to the 5th d as 5d1 and the 4f7 is getting retained with gadolinium. The gadolinium is silvery white, malleable and ductile in nature. Malleable means sheets can be easily formed. It is ductile, the wires can be stretched. The gadolinium 157 has highest thermal neutron capture among all stable nuclide. It is 2,59,000 bonds used to target tumor in neutron therapy and also for shielding of the neutron reactor. It is used as shielding material in the reactor. In lutetium, the f orbital has already been completely filled. Here the case is again repeated. For the maximum stability, the electron is to be retained in the f orbital and the electron will be promoted in the d orbital. It will be attempting towards the stability. The f orbital has already been completely filled and cannot accommodate any additional electron. Hence, electron prefer to go in 5th d orbital. This is the structure of the lutetium, where the electron is completely filled in the 4f and the electron is preferentially getting accommodated in 5th d. Lutetium is silvery white metal. As I told, all the lanthanides are having silvery white look. It is also having silvery white look. It is the smallest among the lanthanides, but has highest density, hardness and melting point among all the lanthanides. Lutetium is used in magnetic bubble memory device and used as phosphor in LED light bulb. Phosphor means it is going to cause the chemiluminescence. Lutetium 177 is used in therapy for neuroendocrine tumors. Endocrine means the glands which are going to release the hormones directly into the blood and other compounds also. Let us discuss the oxidation states of lanthanides. The most common oxidation state of lanthanide is +3 state. Lanthanum +3 ion appears through loss of both of 6s electron, that is the ultimate orbital, and solitary d electron. The lanthanum 57, which is having the configuration addition to that of xenon, it is 5d1 6s2 type configuration. It gains highly stable xenon configuration by the loss of 3 electrons, that is the 1 electron from 5th d and 2 electrons from 6s. Hence, another electron cannot be removed and lanthanum +4 is not possible, because on removal of 1 electron from 5th d and 2 electron from 6s, it is going to retain the xenon type of configuration, which is most stable configuration. Similarly, gadolinium and lutetium also form +3 oxidation state only. It is because removal of 3 electron yields the stable configuration of xenon as xenon 4f7 for gadolinium in +3 state and 4f14 for lutetium in +3 state, where the f orbital is either half filled in case of gadolinium and completely filled in case of lutetium in +3 oxidation state. Thus, the +3 oxidation state is equally stable for the gadolinium and the lutetium also. This is the configuration of the gadolinium and the lutetium, having the 4f7 5d1 6s2 for gadolinium and 4f14 it is completely filled 5d1 6s2. So, the by loss of this 3 electron from 5d and 6s, it is going to retain the configuration appended to the xenon as 4f7 and 4f14 respectively. In other lanthanides, +2 and +4 oxidation state also exists, but are less stable than characteristic +3 oxidation state. The only oxidation state +3 is highly stable. The +2 and +4 oxidation states are shown by those elements which by doing so attain stable configuration as 4f0, 4f7 and 4f14 type. For example, cerium in its 4th oxidation state, it is having the configuration 4f0, terbium is having the configuration 4f7, europium in +2 oxidation state is having the configuration 4f7 and ytterbium is having the configuration 4f7. So, either it is having the 4f0 or it is having the 4f7 configuration in the +4 and the +2 oxidation states, but it deviates for the case of samarium, where it is having the configuration 4f6 and thulium having the configuration 4f13. Samarium and thulium shows +2 oxidation state and similarly praseodymium shows +4 and not +5 oxidation state, can be found by 4f0 configuration. Thus, there are some other factors of equal or great importance in determining the oxidation state of these elements other than the factor of half filled or completely filled f orbital as discussed in the previous cases. These factors are based on highly complicated thermodynamic and kinetic considerations. The +4 oxidation state in aqueous solution changes readily into +3 ions. This is the standard electrode potential value 1.61 volts. It indicates that cerium +4 is a strong oxidizing agent same as the permanganate ion. The praseodymium and terbium are even more powerful oxidizing agent. The standard potential are all high and vary in a regular manner over a small range from -2.48 to 2.26 volts depending on the size of the ion, the oxidation state. All the metal acts as a strong reducing agent. They are easily attacked by acid with liberation of hydrogen. The metals dissolve slowly in cold but rapidly in warm water with the liberation of hydrogen. The same phenomena what has been observed in case of attack of acid. They use to absorb a hydrogen to form interstitial hydrides. Nearly all known anions form compounds with +3 cation which are stable in solid as well as in solution phase. The compounds of +3 cation with anion chloride, bromide, iodide, acetate ion are generally soluble in water, while those of fluoride, hydroxide, peroxide, carbonate, chromate, phosphate are insoluble in nature. The oxides of Ln2O3 type of lanthanides are formed by heating the metal in oxygen. They can also be formed by thermal decomposition of hydroxide of LnOH thrice or the oxysalts of lanthanum carbonate type. These are almost insoluble in water. This is the nature of the oxides of the lanthanide in +3 oxidation state. Let us see the case of hydroxide. The lanthanum hydroxide is prepared by adding ammonia or dilute alkali to soluble salt of lanthanum in +3 oxidation state in solution. They used to absorb carbon dioxide to give normal carbonates. The oxides and hydroxides are basic. Basicity, the nature is going to decrease with increase in the atomic number, means if you move from left to right, there will be gradual decrease in basicity. The carbonates of lanthanide in +3 oxidation state are prepared by passing carbon dioxide in aqueous solution of lanthanum carbonate. They are insoluble in water, but dissolve in acid, and when they are getting dissolved in acid, it used to liberate carbon dioxide. Let us discuss the chemistry of lanthanide in its +2 oxidation state. The lanthanide in +2 oxidation state are a strong reducing agent and their reducing strength decreases as the samarium in +2 state is the strongest reducing strength and the europium is having the weakest tendency. They are easily oxidized in presence of oxygen. Samarium, terbium and europium compounds which are insoluble in water are not oxidized by water. On the other hand, the water soluble compounds of samarium and terbium are oxidized by water. The hydrated water soluble compound of europium in +2 state are relatively more stable. Let us discuss the ionic radii of the lanthanide. The ionic radii is the major property of the lanthanide which is going to lead towards the lanthanide contraction. Let us first see the ionic radii in the lanthanide series with increasing atomic number from lanthanum to lutetium from 58 to 71. There is a progressive decrease in the ionic radii and the range is from 1.15 angstrom units to 0.93 angstrom unit. This is the way how it is going to decrease from lanthanum to lutetium from 58 to 71. These are the factors of the lanthanide contraction. the steady decrease in ionic radii all along the series amounting in all to 0.22 angstrom is called the lanthanide contraction. As we move across lanthanide series, additional electrons are added, one at each step in the 4th f orbital, but not added in the valence shell, that is the 6th shell. In all the cases of element in lanthanide series, the 6th shell is being accommodated with 2 electrons. The mutual shielding effect of f electron is very little, being even less than that of d electron. It is because shape of f orbital is very much diffused. The nuclear charge, that is the atomic number, increases by 1 at each step, but there is no comparable increase in the mutual shielding effect of the 4f electron. Thus, electrons in the outermost shell, that is of 4f, experiences increasing nuclear attraction from growing of the nucleus. Due to reduction in size of entire 4f cell, lanthanide contraction takes place. Let us see the consequences of the lanthanide contraction. The anomalous behavior of the post lanthanide element takes place, that is, atomic and ionic radii of post lanthanide elements. The radius of lanthanum in +3 oxidation state is 0.21 angstrom, which is larger than that of ytterbium, which it lies immediately above it. If the lanthanide had not occurred between lanthanum and hafnium, then the atomic radius of the hafnium ion should have been larger than that of the zirconium by about 0.2 angstrom, since zirconium lies immediately above the hafnium in the same subgroup, but lanthanide contraction cancels the expected increase. The hafnium and zirconium ion have almost identical radii as 0.8 angstrom and 0.81 angstrom respectively. The same trend is being followed with other pairs of the element in the second and third transition series. The another effect is the high density of the post lanthanide elements. In the post lanthanide elements, the atomic size become very small due to lanthanide contraction. Thus, packing of atoms in their metallic crystal becomes so much compact that their densities are very high. Hence, density of elements in the second transition series is only slightly higher than that in first, but density of elements in the third transition series is almost double to the second transition series. This is the variation. The basic character of oxides and hydroxides: greater the atomic or ionic radius, greater will be ease to lose electron, which is the measure of basicity of the species. Basicity decreases with decrease in ionic radius. Thus, basicity decreases from lanthanum to lutetium. There is decrease in basic strength of oxide and hydroxide if you move from lanthanum towards lutetium. Thus, lanthanum hydroxide is strongest and lutetium hydroxide is the weakest base. The variation in properties due to lanthanide contraction allows separation based on fractional crystallization and basicity difference. Let us discuss the complex formation in lanthanides. The lanthanide ions have low charge density due to the large size. Thus, they cause weak polarization and consequently weak tendency to form complexes. The 4th f orbitals are well shielded and are inside the atom. Thus, due to unavailability of the f orbital for bonding, they cannot participate in pi bonding and formation of complexes frequently. The complex formation in lanthanides: the lanthanides are highly electropositive. They have little or almost no tendency to form complexes with pi bonding ligands such as carbonyl or nitrosyl. The most common and stable complexes are those with chelating oxygen ligand such as EDTA. You know, EDTA is highly complexing agent. It is hexadentate ligand having flexidentate character. Hydroxy acid like oxalic acid, tartaric acid, citric acid, acetyl acetone. The complexes with the unidentate ligand are very few. Cerium in its +4 state forms ceric nitrate in non-aqueous solvent of dinitrogen tetroxide N2O4. The cyclopentadienyl compound are known, but sensitive to water and air. The tendency to form complexes and their stability increases with increase in atomic number. It also helps in the lanthanides separation. The complexes with amine are not formed in aqueous solution because water is a stronger ligand as compared to that of amine. However, amine complexes can be made in non-aqueous solvent as N2O4. The fluoride complexes are formed particularly by the smaller ions, but chloride complexes are not formed in aqueous media or the concentrated hydrochloric acid. It is a major distinction between the lanthanide and the actinide. The coordination number 6 is not common, but 7, 8, 9 are very common. 10 and 12 occurs with lighter lanthanides only. It is an example of the structure of the lanthanum EDTA complex and the organometallic cyclopentadienyl complex. This is the structure of the lanthanum complex, and it is the cyclopentadienyl complex of the lanthanide. The complex formation in the lanthanide is again presented for its structure with the coordination number 12, and it is the structure of tricapped trigonal prismatic of Ml9 type of neodymium complex. The lanthanides are more common than their name implies, as it is called as the rare earth element, which implies that it is rarest element present in the nature. It is not like that, as neodymium having the atomic number 60 is more common than that of gold. Cerium having atomic number 58 is a metal and the 26th most abundant element in the earth's crust. Further, thulium having the atomic number 69 is more common than that of availability of the iodine. They are more common as some of the lanthanides are formed during the fission of the uranium and the plutonium. Only highly unstable and radioactive promethium having atomic number 61 is quite scarce. It does not occur in nature. Each lanthanide minerals contain all lanthanides, although few in traces only, except promethium. Promethium is unstable, radioactive in nature. It is a radioactive element. Total content of lanthanide in earth crust is 1.78 into 10 to the power minus 2% by mass. The principal ores are monazite and bastanite. The monazite occurs in Florida and Carolina in USA, Australia, South Africa, China, Brazil, Malaysia, Russia, sand beaches of Travancore in India. The monazite contains mostly the lighter lanthanides. Xenotime contains mostly the heavier lanthanide. The euxenite contains a fairly even distribution of the lanthanide. Only 90% of world's economically recoverable lanthanides are occurring in basanesite found in China, Sweden and California. Basanesite is rich in light lanthanides as compared to that of monazite. The other minerals are gadolinite, smaragdite, zircon, cerite, loperite, xenotime, euxenite. There is Ordo-Harkins rule. The Ordo-Harkins rule predicts that odd numbered element like lanthanum, praseodymium, promethium, europium, terbium, holmium, thulium, lutetium are less abundant and do not have more than 2 isotopes. However, the even numbered element as cerium, neodymium, samarium, gadolinium, dysprosium, erbium, terbium are more abundant and have larger number of isotopes. Lanthanum and light lanthanides ranging from lanthanum 57 to europium 63 are more abundant as compared to the heavier lanthanides ranging from gadolinium 64 to lutetium 71 including yttrium. This is the picture of the ore, and it is the availability of the rare earth oxides in different countries, the total availability of the minerals. Let us summarize the discussion. The inner transition element or the rare earth element has been discussed, their common properties, the significance of the lanthanides, the electronic structure where the electrons are getting accommodated continuously in the 4f, the anti-penultimate cell from 1 to 14 electrons has been accommodated, and in case of gadolinium and lutetium, the electron has been promoted to the d orbital. The oxidation state of the lanthanide +3, which is most stable one, +2 and +4 states has also been discussed. How the ionic radii of the lanthanide is going to contract if you move from 58 to 71 in the lanthanide series from left to right, and the major consequences of the lanthanide contraction was been discussed. How the lanthanides are going to get involved in the formation of the complexes, the various complexes, and occurrence of the lanthanides in the minerals has been discussed. In the next episode, we shall be talking about the extraction of the lanthanum from the minerals, and further the different processes involved for their extraction from mineral, either it is in presence of acid or alkali, solvent extraction, the compounds of the lanthanide, it is oxide, hydroxide, halide, boride, and organometallic compounds will be discussed with a brief account of the application of the lanthanides. Thank you.